Hi, I'm in the greenhouse again today. Going to pot up the tomatoes, hopefully all of them. I have way more than I need, like far more. It's ridiculous. So me being me, I'm going to pot them all up anyway and grow them on because I can't just sort of pinch them off like other people do and kill them. I can't do that with the tomatoes. So I'm going to pot them all on today, which is going to be a bit of a mammoth task. I'll just show you what they all look like now. I've started potting them on and then I thought I'd just let you see what I'm up to. So up here I've got my little tomatoes, which are booming. They're getting a bit leggy. They desperately need some more space to themselves, really. There's quite a few in some of the cells. Some of the cells I put 4 seeds, some of them only 2, so just depends. The old seed I sowed more. And there's a whole tray at the back here. This is Solar Flare. It's one of my favourites, and I can't seem to find the seed in the UK anymore. So yeah, I originally bought a packet of seed years ago from Baker Creek in America, and luckily there's loads of seeds. So I just sowed. I've still got some in the packet, but I've just sowed loads and thought I might just plant only Solar Flare in my garden at home and see if I can just save some seeds, because I just love them and I can't get them and it makes me sad. So over here at my little potting station thingy, I've got some that I've started potting up. I filled loads of these little pots. I don't really know what size they are. Don't know, no clue what size they are. Just cheapy little pots. I'm just potting up from these little cells here. So yeah, they're sharing lots of space. So next to each other, you can see what a difference in size it is and how much more space they're gonna get. So they're gonna be happy. I've just done the sun gold. I've ended up with 3 of those. These are little spoons. So these are like teeny tiny little tomatoes you get off of these plants. Don't really know what they're going to be like. I'm going to do these in my back garden as well, because I just don't want the faff of having to go to the allotment to pick them, because I think there's going to be quite a few on those. But yeah, this is where I'm at. I'm using just an ordinary compost. Let's pull the bag up here. So I have got this Silver Grow multi-purpose compost. Yep, and some perlite mixed in. So we'll see how it goes. The sun's come out and it's blinding me. I just wanted to say that I know a lot of people like a certain brand of compost and they stick with the same thing all the time. I'm not really like that. I don't really care what brand it is. I just buy what I can get at whatever garden centre or supermarket I'm at the time. So I've used, this year so far, I've used Levington's, which was fine, Silver Grow, which was fine, Lidl's Own compost and Aldi's compost, which are both great as well. You know, they all seem, you know, they're different textures, but all the seeds seem to do really well in them. And yeah, I just don't really care what compost it is, and I'll just happily use what's available, and it all seems to work out okay. So yeah, so at the moment in the greenhouse I've got a couple of bags of Silver Grow. When that's gone, who knows what it'll be. Probably Lidl's, because it's cheap and cheerful, isn't it? So here we are. I'm trying something new. I've got a little camera stand that Graham got me. So I'm just trying that out now for the first time to see how it goes. I've got, these are the These are the spoon tomatoes that I'm going to pot up next. It's quite important that I'll just get down here. It's quite important when you're potting these up that you hold the seedlings by the leaves, if you can, if you remember. I don't always. It's best not to hold them by the stem. Sometimes I just do by accident, and yeah, they seem to do okay, but it's better to hold the seed leaves because you don't really want to crush the stem in any way, because that's just going to kill off the plant. It's not going to do it any good. So if you can remember, use the seed leaves instead. So these are the spoon tomatoes. I'm just taking them out like that, and then I've got my little dibber tool thing, just make a hole in the pot, just so that there's somewhere for the little seedling to go into. And that's what you want to do with the tomatoes. I'll show you on another one. You can plant them really deeply. You can plant them all the way up to those seed leaves, really, if you've got the space. I'll just get one out, and hopefully my camera will pick it up. If I get in nice and close, I don't know whether it'll pick it up, but on the stem you can see these little hairs, and they're basically little root points. So these little bits, if you bury them right up to here, then all these little hairs will make more roots and make the plant much stronger. It's really good. It's really clever of the plants to do that. So even if, let's move you up a bit, even if the plant was to grow really big, the wind blew it over onto the ground, if you left the plant laying on the ground, then those sort of hairy spiky bits that are on the stem of the plant, they would then produce more roots, and that stem would root into the ground, making it stronger again. So and you probably get a lot more shoots as well, and possibly a lot more fruit. So yeah, it's really clever of the plants. You know, I'm in awe of it. I think it's amazing of them. It's yeah, survival instinct. So yeah, just make a little hole with my little dibber, doofer, and then just nestle the little plant in. Give it a label. Really important to label it, because if you're doing more than one variety, then they will get muddled up. So yeah, there we go. That's the last one of those. Pop it in nice and deep. Plant label. And there we go. Another tomato plant. So I've just got to do this with the next 46 bazillion plants that I've got. And I'll show you when I'm finished, to save boring you. So it's a new day in the greenhouse. I had to abandon my potting up of tomatoes the other day, so I've come back to it and just finished. And I've sown a couple of these pumpkins. So yeah, serpentine dicilia, I think that's called. I've sown a couple of those, and some lettuce, and all the tomatoes are potted up. The pots that I were using, the same pots that I've just used here, I realised they're actually 7 centimetre pots. So yeah, that's what I'm using to pot on in, because I completely forgot what size they were. So yeah, this is the lettuce that I've done. Just sprinkled it with vermiculite on the top, and I've got some bits here that I desperately need to pot on, so I'll do that when I get a minute. And then tomato wise, I had to put a couple here. So I've got some solar flares there. It's really stinking hot in here as well, so everything's wilty. I've got a big tray of tomatoes there, a big tray of tomatoes on the floor, and then I've got tomatoes up here as well. And look at these, I've got these few bits at the garden centre. So I've got a sweet pepper, a yellow one, and some snacking cucumbers as well. So yeah, I picked them up because I can't help myself when I'm in a garden centre. So yeah, that's it for now. I'm fast running out of space in this greenhouse. I just haven't got enough shelves. Maybe next year I'll have more staging. We'll see. Fingers crossed. And maybe we'll have those slabs in on the floor as well, because yeah, still got a dirt floor on half of it. But yeah, that's it for today. I'll say goodbye, and hopefully I'll do a plot tour very soon as well. Okay, bye bye for now.